Okay, Lewis. This is the job we did today. You can't really tell, but right there where you see the sidewalk, you could not see that. Okay, this is all overgrown. They didn't even know there was a sidewalk there. All this right here, if you look, when they drive their cars through here, it was getting scratched up, and that's pretty tough wood right there. It really scratches their car. We put an edge on it over here. This edge, you could not see the difference between the dirt and the asphalt. Now, the reason I do these things, I do these things for free. I got used to doing these things. Um, it's a lot of work. It takes about an hour and a half. And then you got all the cleanup and you got to figure out where to put stuff. But the reason I do stuff like that is because I am an artist and I see something else that's here. This whole property right here. Okay? There's a lot we can do. And, solar power pond of water with koi fish and that's what I see. I see the potential. There's the fence. Beyond that little gate right there is the city property. It's like whatever. But over here, you make this a little jewel, and suddenly this becomes the jewel of the block, the jewel of the neighborhood. When you sell your house, if there's three houses in the same neighborhood, people are gonna stop by the one that's got the little diamond jewel in the front yard. So these trees are kind of ugly. What happened is someone cut them way back, a while back, and so they're bushes. They could be more tree-ish. They shouldn't have been planted so close to the sidewalk, but these are native plants that do well without anything. You don't need to water anything to these things. So more is better of these particular types. It's just the pruning and the taking care of them. Now, the job that you worked with me on, Lewis, you should be very proud of because when the Northridge earthquake happened, I forget how many people it killed, but the devastation was um, similar to what happened in Mexico. Mexico never recovered. We got money and we got OGs. So some OGs took to the streets to go get wild dogs. Some people took to the streets to make sure that the gangs didn't go wild and start breaking into everyone's houses. Um, Houses were condemned left and right. People had to leave. The house that we worked on, the foundation was completely ripped off of the house. The house was separate by 1 inch, a whole inch, completely knocked off. The tree in the backyard had literally fallen over from the earthquake, which is something I've never seen. My grandfather works in Beverly Hills. We've never seen anything that bad. I found hillsides that were juniper, and the irrigation system was gone. So instead of letting the junipers die, I cut them back to the root to put them into a dormant state so they can grow back on their own later. Um, that way, the root system would be holding the hill side. You probably remember popping, getting up in there and cutting that whole hillside down back. It was basically a lot of cleanup, and I didn't get paid for most of that stuff for at least 8 months to a year. A lot of it I didn't get paid for, you know. But one thing I did do is through contracts, I managed to get several uh, big dumpsters put on the street for all of the people to use, and there was nothing like I've ever seen like that. That neighborhood that we worked at bounced back the next year, and because the low prices initially were there, it jumped and doubled. The prices in that neighborhood doubled. It didn't fall. It doubled. Because when you came in and you reinvested and you built a new house, you looked around, you found you were living in Beverly Hills. Yeah. I mean, that was the high side of North Hollywood, and it's actually Hollywood. Parts of it. That's Mulholland Drive is right there. So, anyways, I thought I'd shoot you a video because you worked on that job, but I don't know if you remember that was Northridge. That was the earthquake. Anyways, peace out.